Welcome to another World of Warships video. Today we've got a lot to talk about. First up is going to be the new game mode that is coming to World of Warships. What we have leaked here is going to be an operations mode. As you can see here on the screen, operations mode is going to be, Saving CV Raptor. It says, where a CV has been repaired and towed away, the description states, a sudden night attack on a carrier squadron was catastrophic. All escorts were lost, and the CV Raptor, being heavily damaged, somehow managed to escape. Severe damage has immobilized the ship. Your team has to find and repair it, and then escort it to safety. So it's going to be kind of like maybe the Halloween thing, where you kind of have to escort a ship. But in this case, it looks like we're going to have to find it. And let me tell you, I am almost ecstatic about this. The game modes we have are good, but this is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be replayable. Hopefully they make it pretty decently challenging, that you're going to have to try and get your tactics exactly the way you need it to actually complete the mission. So I'm definitely excited about this new game mode we'll be seeing. Hopefully we're going to see a lot more leaks and videos and more information on it as the weeks progress. But this operations mode, just think of the Halloween mode that we had, somewhere along the lines of that. That was very enjoyable for me. Very good change of pace. I played that many times and really enjoyed that. So hopefully this is just the first of many type of operation modes that we'll see here. And we can really look forward to, World of Warships bringing about some good change. Next, we're going to be moving on to the hunt for the Bismarck. We all thought that maybe the free ship was going to be the HMS Hood. It is not. The HMS Hood is going to actually cost money. However, the hunt for the Bismarck is where you can actually earn the battleship Bismarck. You can earn some new camos for it, new camos for the hood. It's interesting. I mean, it's a ship we already have, so that's an interesting aspect of it. But the new camos and things like that, and it does seem fairly intensive as far as how many missions, tasks, and things like that you have to do. So be excited about it. It's something that you can get away from just the standard battle or the domination. Let's go cap A, or should we go to D, or whatever. That kind of gets old, and that's why I've hardly played at all in the past few months, just for that simple fact that I'm just tired of grinding lines. So all this new content is coming in. That's definitely going to bring me back to maybe a full-time, so to speak, player. As long as these things are out, I'll be hammering away, and hopefully we can get some other people back into the game, and bring the community back to life a little bit. So let's go through the hunt for the Bismarck. All right, so the hunt for the Bismarck starts May 18th. Pause the screen and read all that up there about how you have to earn pins to complete different sections, different tasks here. You can see there a little screenshot of the campaign and how it's going to be. At the very end, final completion reward is going to be a Tier 8 German battleship Bismarck plus a port slot. It says, don't worry, you don't have to have the HMS Hood to complete these missions. You can do them with not exactly sure what ship. Looks like here it says Tier 5 ships may have restrictions, may apply to tasks, blah, blah, blah. Here's mission 1 and all the things that you have to go through that. There's a lot here. I mean, this is going to be very involved. Which is nice. We can get the some playtime back in it and earn some things. I mean, there's tons of stuff to earn. You see here, some things are going to require the hood, but just look at all of these missions. It's going to be very involved. Dealing 100,000 damage. I mean, some are easy. Survive and win 2 battles. Destroy enemy battleship over a number of battles. Looks like we're going to get some steering gear modifications. Let's see here. Mission 5 is going to be, keep scrolling down, 2 permanent camouflages for the HMS Hood. Let's see, mission 6. It's going to be target acquisition modification 1. Mission 7 is the final one here. There it is. You're going to complete it and earn the Bismarck and port slots. Looks like there's going to be some different also. There's going to be rather some containers you can accumulate as you go through here. They say standard includes consumables, 1 campaign signal flag, special camo. The big reward designed for the HMS Hood, or designated for the HMS Hood, includes collectibles, random campaign signals, and camo. Right here is going to be the Bismarck and the different, I guess, permanent camouflages you can get. One's going to be pristine, and then the other is going to be battle scarred. It's going to be pretty obvious to see that's pristine, battle scarred, pristine, and we'll go back to battle scarred again. So that gives you a pretty good look about them, or excuse me, a pretty good look about what they're going to be. There's also going to be some new signal flags. Blue dragon flag, 333%. You can pause the screen there. We've got some good ones here. Some new flags that'll definitely help us out in our quest to move up the ladders and be able to get XP and Commander XP. So let's pause the screen there. Take a look at those if you would like to do that. Alright, moving on to the ships that are be coming out. They announced 3 new ships. They've been announcing ships left and right for this game, so we've got a lot of content coming out this summer. Hopefully starting out with the HMS Hood, which I can assume is going to be very soon, considering the campaigns that you kind of need the Hood for some of it, not all of it, but the campaign starts in 2 days. So I'm thinking the Hood's going to be coming out this weekend, which would be the weekend of after the 16th. See calendar here, it'd be the weekend of the 20th. Fortunately, I have to go to, well, not unfortunately, I'm kind of excited to go to my friend's wedding. But the weekend of the 20th probably be when the Hood is released. That would be my guess. All right, so let's take a look at these ships here. You see the USS Enterprise on the screen there. It's a Yorktown class carrier, CV6 or 9. I guess it might be 9, depending on the way you look at it. We'll go CV9. You see here on the side, propulsion, everything looks pretty standard. You see it's going to be a tier 8, so it's going to get into the high battles. You see the aviation, 96 warplanes. 96 warplanes, so that's a considerable amount. Was it 20? I want to say it's like 20, maybe 25 planes more than the Lexington. I can't really remember. I haven't played CVs in forever. Neither have half of you. They aren't appealing to get your planes just blasted out of the sky by every single ship in the that you come across. Even some destroyers now shoot down your whole squadron. So CV, I'm glad they're bringing it into the game. I like that they give people an option for this ship, because the Enterprise is just legendary. It's a legendary ship, and they do need to bring all of the legendary ships in. I think that's something that they've strived to do, and they're continually progressing to do that. We know the Hood's coming out. The Enterprise is coming out. We'll be talking about the HMS Gallant in a second, a G-class destroyer from the Royal Navy, also a very, very distinguished ship. So they're definitely doing their part in bringing out the historical ships, and I'm grateful for that. However, carrier, I'm not too sure about. You see here 32 knots on the max speed. That's it's just about the same. There's really not much different that I can tell from the little sheet that they have here. Of course, all data can change. That's they always state that, and they do change the data pretty regularly. But the only thing I can really see here is it's just going to be a super heavy version of a Lexington type ship with the addition rather of the 20 plus planes. Alright, so let's move on to the before mentioned HMS Gallant. Tier 6 destroyer, Royal Navy. That's the British, obviously. This ship has got a very, very historical past. I was reading up a little bit on it. It struck a mine. It's been bombed. It eventually was scuttled and used as a blockade ship, which is basically where they stick it into a waterway and blow it up so it can prevent enemy ships from using that waterway. So basically like a roadblock. The ship is, I think it was refitted twice. I didn't put that in my notes here, but I think it was refitted twice after it had received damage. But it's going to be a fun ship. I like historical ships, like I said before. Plus the British ships, I've really, really fallen in love with pretty much all the British ships that we have in the game so far. Even the Warspite, I tend to enjoy. Definitely the cruisers are quite fun once you get up into the Leander. I'm not too fond of the Emerald, but even the Emerald can be a little fun if you work it correctly. So I'm expecting this to be another fun ship. We've got 4 guns. What is it? 120 millimeter main guns. We've got 2 sets of torpedoes, 4 torpedoes in each torpedo mount, so 8 torpedoes total. You see there it's in a centerline mount, meaning it can go off the right or the left side. And we're also probably going to be seeing the capability to do the single torpedo drop, which that is going to be huge for a destroyer line if they do incorporate that over into the destroyers like they have on their cruisers. That's going to be huge. That's going to be very, very deadly. So we're excited to see that. I mean, if you have 1 torpedo, you can drop 1 on an enemy that just has a little bit of health and let that torpedo take care of them. Then you can aim off and shoot some more, maybe in a ship further back in the convoy or whatever. But it's gonna be a lot of fun if they do incorporate that, and I really hope that they do incorporate that. So there it is, the HMS Gallant, Tier 6 British destroyer. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's move on to the ship that we already have in the game. World of Warships is famous for this, with the Omaha, the Murmansk, and now we've got the Nuremberg to the Admiral Makarov. Makarov, yeah, we'll say that's how it's pronounced. It is a Leipzig class cruiser. A Leipzig class cruiser. It's a German, obviously German class cruiser. It's a modified Leipzig class cruiser. There's only 2 cruisers in the Leipzig class, and Nuremberg was one of them. Nuremberg was given over to the Soviet Union at the end of World War II as a kind of a prize. So don't really expect too much different on this ship than you see on the Nuremberg that we already have in the game. It's already a pretty decent ship. I mean, can't take a hit, but not many cruisers can take a hit. So it's a maneuverable ship, and it's got good rates of fire on the guns. I want to say it's got a reload of 5 or 6 seconds, somewhere right in there. So you've got the 3 turrets with 3 guns each. That's 9 rounds, and you can just pop off the rounds left and right with the reload that they have. One thing that you will notice, I've highlighted here, is going to be that it looks like they have removed the rear torpedo set. So the Nuremberg had 2 sets of torpedoes on each side, 3 torpedoes in each set. So there was one where I have the circle here, and then you can also see the one that's further up, kind of underneath the bridge there. And obviously they've deleted it from the other side as well. So we're only going to have 2 sets of torpedo launchers, as you can see over in the description there. So just 6 torpedoes now, and probably going to be Soviet torpedoes. So we'll see if they buff them any for this ship, but usually the torpedoes are 4 kilometers, so don't expect anything awesome from that. That's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you spending your time with me. We've got a lot coming up with World of Warships. I mean, the past few months seems like they're gearing up for some big improvements. We've had some good patches. We've got a new dry dock. We've got new ships coming in. I mean, don't forget we've got the Kaga and the USS Kidd as well. So that's coming in. So we're excited about that. I'm excited about that. So once they start rolling it out, there'll be more videos. And I might even start doing some reviews of some ships. That's really not my thing. I'm not, I'm a decent player. I'm not that awesome. But I might do some reviews of some ships and just give you my thoughts and opinions on them. And hopefully it'll help somebody, whether you or somebody else, in their search for what line they should work themselves through. So that's going to do it for this video again. Appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Good day.